Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second part of upcoming survival games of 2023 and 2024. You can also watch the first one from my channel. Tell me your opinion about these games in comments. By tapping on like and subscribe button, you can help me and my channel in many ways. So don't forget to do that. Hope you enjoy this video.
You find others. Friends.
Dune Awakening is an MMO set on the desert planet of Arrakis, just like in the original books and movies. You'll create your character from the ground up, and then set out to create your own story and legend. Survival on Arrakis is anything but easy. You'll have to endure the powerful thunderstorms that are there, as well as the giant sandworms that won't hesitate to eat you, but you can make your character stronger through the consumption of spice. What you choose to be in this survival MMO will very much determine the path you take and the challenges you face. What path will you go down in this game?
You do all of these things in my dream, Sleeper. I am terrified of what happens when you awaken.
In Frozen Flame, you get to explore a magical world that a dying race of dragons once ruled over. In their absence, many threats have begun to grow and spread terror across the lands. It's your job to build, fortify, and defend your keep. It's a thrilling action RPG mixed with survival mechanics. The game has a variety of story paths and abilities for you to harness, allowing you to make your character truly your own. There are also warriors spread throughout the world that you can recruit as allies or make friends with other players. Together you can team up to explore the many different ruins and attempt to claim power over the remnants of the dragon's legacy. Dissident Frostland Escape has a unique premise for a survival game. You play as prisoners fleeing a forced labor camp. Every attempt to escape the Legion provides you with different characters to play as, some of which may have more beneficial skills for survival. Some of their backgrounds include soldiers, teachers, politicians, and more. With wild animals such as bears and wolves lurking in the wilderness, some characters may be more useful than others. But animals are only the beginning of what you need to worry about. You have to avoid detection by the Legion's hunters, survive the brutal weather, steal and scavenge for food, and most importantly, hope you don't become lost to madness. In DeadSide, you have post-apocalyptic mayhem in PvP and PvE settings. Build, craft, and upgrade your weapons and base to survive. Other players might see what you built and want to take your belongings for their own, and NPCs might cause trouble for you as you scavenge for supplies or scout out new areas. DeadSide wants to put an emphasis on realism, so there aren't scary monsters for you to struggle against. Instead, it's about humans having to fight for survival against one another as resources dwindle, and there's no forces at play to stop people from taking any means necessary to survive. Voidtrain is an interdimensional survival game where you use resources to upgrade your tricked-out train. The planet you wind up on is filled to the brim with unique creatures and monsters for you to conquer or run in fear from. This unique world is procedurally generated every game, so each run you have will look a little different from the rest. But the gorgeous art style, unique weapons, and tools will remain the same, allowing you to better plan and customize your train every time. The train customization also seems to be rather special. You start with a small trolley, but have full control over how you expand on it. The size, cars, and even the era your engine is from are just some of the different ways you can make your train feel like home. Palworld has an original twist on the idea behind Pokemon. You can collect cute little monsters called pals, and use them for a variety of things such as farming, building, or getting put to work in your factory assembling a large variety of guns. In order to survive, nothing is off the dinner table, and that includes your cute and cuddly pals. If the situation is dire enough, you can whip them up into a nice meal. All in all, Palworld is one of the strangest looking survival games out there. The idea of hunting Pokemon with an AK-47 is wild by itself, but then you combine with the survival mechanics and general world design, and it gets taken to even more extreme heights. Farthest Frontier is a city-building survival game that you will be working to advance your city through economic, construction, and trading means. You can hunt, fish, craft, farm, and fight the savages that roam the untamed wilderness to gain the resources you need to put your advancements into production. Farthest Frontier is promising a robust farming system, one of the most detailed in its genre with realistic town simulation mechanics. Your villagers will age contract and spread disease, and have families to pass their riches onto. The sequel to Ark Survival Evolved, Ark 2 will continue the epic survival sandbox game with some new characters and abilities. In this game, you wake up as a man named Santiago, with no memory of how he ended up on a planet teeming with dinosaurs. You will have to slowly solve that mystery, while taking care of more immediate needs, protecting your daughter Mika. The coolest part of Ark 2 is how much modding and customizing players can do as well. You can create all new weapons and creatures by utilizing the tools around you. Avoid dangerous creatures when you aren't feeling confident, but don't forget that you can tame some of them too. Dead Matter is another survival horror game that pits you, one of few survivors of a viral outbreak against hordes of infected people. However, this upcoming game takes place in the Rockies of Canada. Calgary, Alberta is your home as countless people around you turn into rage-filled monsters. You have your choice between heading into the two towns that have everything you need for survival, as well as a ton of infected people, or heading to the wilderness of the Rockies. Either choice will force you to be smart as you scour for resources and get ready for any attacks. The game takes great care in creating the details of the towns, as well as the beautiful mountains you will be exploring. By the time winter rolls around, the infected may be the least of your worries. Wildmender is a spiritual game in which you will try to use arcane magic to revive the world one oasis at a time. In a hostile desert world full of wraiths, you will learn to utilize ancient magic to gather seeds and care for them. You will have to craft shelter for yourself against the weather by gathering resources. You can revive plant life and cater to it. Build irrigation systems to help your garden thrive. While the oases that you can create are very beautiful, you can also go on quests to rescue and learn from ancient gods. It will be up to you and up to 3 friends to bring the world back from a lifeless desert and shape it into a bountiful garden.